Hello there, ladies and gents. Welcome to the preview of issue 26 of FREEZE64, which is April 2019. It is the 22nd of April 2019 today, and we're outside in the sunshine. So plenty of sunshine sparkling on the cover of the new issue of FREEZE64, and plenty of background noise as well. So let's have a look at the cover. The cover, we've got Psycho Hopper, which is a game coded by John Buckley and released by Mastertronic. That's the cover. Then we have the contents page, and then our usual intro page, our welcome page. Then our cover feature is obviously Psycho Hopper, which was coded by John Buckley back in 1989, and as I said, it was released by Mastertronic, and it was on that style Mastertronic design. So it's a retrospective look at Psycho Hopper. We have a look at the graphics and the music and the character set, and then I start hacking the game and provide some cheats to freeze a timer, infinite lives, bounce through walls, level skip, and freeze energy. There's also a few next level screenshots there, and we have this nice piece from Warren Pilkington, the great Warren Pilkington, with his thoughts about the game, which he played specifically for us and for that feature. Then we have the mouldy cupboard, which we look at a game called Planet Attack that was released back in 1985 by Scorpio Game World. And it's a scramble type arcade game, and that's out of the mouldy cupboard. Then we have Diary of a Game, the making of Badlands, with Steve Collins, and this is the first of a few of these diary entries that Steve has kindly provided to us. So this is the first one, and we work all the way through the making of Badlands. So he wrote these diaries back in 1989. Hopefully thinking that they were going to be published back in something like Zap64 or Commodore Format magazine, but unfortunately they were never published. And Steve kindly contacted me after I interviewed him for issue 25, 24, issue 25 of FREEZE64, and said, I got these diaries, never been published, would you like them? Would you like to share them with the FREEZE64 readers? Yeah, wouldn't I half? So that's the first part of his diary, which is great. Then we have our bits and bytes, which mentions Stuart Collier's 50th birthday, and then a list of games that's on the way. Our Julian Rignall Zapback column, which is written by the gorgeous Julian Rignall, and he discusses the games that were reviewed back in October 1985 for Zap64, and the games that receive a Sizzler or a gold medal. And so you can see the cover of that issue of Zap. And then well, we got Wizard's Lair, he mentions Winter Games, Paradroid, and there's something else, I can't remember what else he mentions. Anyway, onto Secret Squirrel, Secrets Within Games and Code. We look at Jack the Nipper, BMX Simulator 2, Blue Max. Then it's on with our Coders Corner interview with John Buckley, who created, what has he created? He created Jeep Command, Molecule Man, Psycho Hopper, Octoplex, Sly Spice. He's created quite a few games for the Commodore 64. It's a great interview, and I love this game. It's one of my favourite budget titles, and it was a game released by Bug Byte called Jeep Command, and we talk about the making of that, and so there it is, there's Jeep Command there. We talk about the making of that and a few of his other games that he created back in the day for the Commodore 64. There they are, that's what he created. I love Molecule Man as well, that's a fun game. And he also created Solar Jetman for the Commodore 64, which was never released commercially, but is now out there on the scene for you to play. So that's the interview with John Buckley. Then our Games of Thrones feature, where we find toilets in Commodore 64 games. It's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek feature and one that I've continued into the into the next issue, which I've already written. So we look at the toilets in Jerry the Germ, How to Be a Complete Bastard, Impossible Mission, and Lazy Jones. We don't do reviews. So about a year or so ago, people kept sending me games and saying, can you review this, can you review this? And I kept saying, no, we don't do reviews. FREEZE64 isn't about reviews. So I've kind of given in on that one and started to provide mini reviews. They are not massive reviews, but mini reviews, just to give you a bit of a flavour of the games. And I call it We Don't Do Reviews. So the first game we don't review is Man Cave, which is going to be released soon by Cytronic, and there's a review there. And another game that's already on pre-order at this moment in time, but probably by the time you watch this video it's available to buy from Cytronic, is the Age of Heroes, which fortunately I was one of the game testers and players for this game, and I must have completed it at least 30 times, testing it all the way through. So that was sorry, let me just go back to Man Cave. Man Cave was programmed by Chris Stanley, who's part of the Megastar team, with graphics by Roy Whiddin. Roy also did the music. So then we go back to the Age of Heroes, which is programmed by Akim Volkers and designed by Trevor Story, with music by the great Saul Cross. Nice music it is as well. Then we have the making of Star Trooper by Cliff Ramshaw. Now Cliff and his brother Mark actually wrote some books, some programming books back in the 80s for Melbourne House. So that's how they started, by writing books, and then eventually they wrote, Cliff wrote a game called Star Trooper, which was released, commercially released by Melbourne House. There's the game, that's the case, and the tape. Really nice guy, and it was nice to interview him. Then we have some exclusive pokes and codes for that game there. Des Morts, L'Abbaye des Morts, something of the dead, or the deaths, or something like that. The Abbey of the Dead, I think it is. It's very similar to Italian and Latin. So we've got some cheats and pokes there to play around with, and then we have some more. So we've got the Tembra Macabre, which is a fab little platform game, and we've also got a built-in cheat for Sizzler. And then we have my Commodore 64 Heaven, which features Mark Kellywell, and then the 8-bit Symphony. So that's available now to buy off of FREEZE64.com, and if you subscribe you'll get one of these fab Man Cave stickers. So that's it. That's the FREEZE64 issue number 26, available now.